Hello and welcome to SudoKanard. We're here to solve this Anti-Windoku from the latest WPF Sudoku Grand Prix by Croatian author Siniša Hrga. So the special rule here is that for each one of those windows, those shaded regions, there must be only 4 different digits. So we have 4 different digits here, and those digits in this, how would you say, this outskirt, all digits here must be digits from those 4. So this is a quite weird variant, and it must absolutely not be confused with Windoku, which has a very different rule, but it's a fun variant, I think. So I'm seeing those ones and this one, so right from the get-go we get this digit, and with that we can see that there is a 1 somewhere up there. We can also see that with those 9s there has to be a 9 somewhere here. And something else I'm seeing is that this digit here could be a 1, or it could be this digit. Right now I'm not seeing how to do better than that. So now this 5 must be somewhere here. So what can we see? So this 8 here must go somewhere in there. And this is interesting because now in this region 8 will be here or there. And here would be quite fitting considering there is an 8 here. Right, so where else can we look? So something of interest is that because this 9 does not appear in here, we can be sure that 9 does not appear in here. So 9 is excluded from all those cells. So those cells by the rule of Anti-Windoku, those cells because of this 9, and those cells because of this 9. So there is a 9 somewhere here. And here would perfectly work with that. So now this 4 is not in here, so that's not really interesting. But I'm seeing this 8. This 8 is more interesting because just by the rules of Sudoku we can exclude 8 from those positions. But because 8 here does not appear in those cells, we can be sure that 8 can't appear in this shaded cell. So that is an 8. And now it eliminates this 8 and puts an 8 there. So can we do better than that? What about this region? So 8 is not here. It's not here. Or perhaps this region. Oh yes, just by Sudoku we get an 8 here. And an interesting point here is that this 8 can't appear in the periphery. So the 3 digits here and the 3 digits there must be the other 3 digits. So that this 4 has to appear here and there. And now this digit here is none of those 2, and it's not this one. So this digit must be the same as this. And that's interesting because a lot of values can be ruled out. We can rule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 and 9 and 7 out, so it can only be a 6. And I say that those 3 digits must be those ones, so that 7 goes there and 6 goes here. So this is a neat step. And here we need 1, 2, and 3. So I just pencil mark it that way. This row still needs 2, 3, and 5. I just pencil mark them. And an interesting point here is that this digit has to appear somewhere here. So this digit must be from 2, 3, and 5, but it can't be 2 or 5, so it has to be a 3. And I get this 2. So this 3 does appear somewhere here. Digits here are 2, 5, and 7. So this is from 2, 7, and on this row I need 2, 7, and 6. But in this column I already have 2 and 6, so that's a 7. And on this row I need 5, 7, oh, sorry, this 7 gives this 2, this 5, this 7, so there's no 5 in here, and that's a 6. And here I need precisely 5 and 9. So a lot of progress all of a sudden, and actually there's a 2 down there. So the order is that. Now, this digit here can't be 1 or 2, so it has to be one of those two. This is from 3, 5, and 9. And actually on this row I need 1, 3, 5, and 9, so this is from 1. Oh, actually this digit here must be one of those two, and it can only be a 1. And this is from 3 and 5. So this digit here is one of them. Let's move on to this place. This 5 must appear somewhere here. That should be interesting at some point. This here, if you look at all digits in the same column and in the same row, it can only be a 7. So there is a 7 in here. This 7 could very well be here and here. Next place to look, this one does appear somewhere here, which is not saying much. Oh, just by Sudoku, with this one and those ones, we get a 1 in here. And with those ones, we get a 1 in here. Nice. This 2 is not here, it's not here because of that, so we also get a 2 here, and there must be a 2 around here. Actually, this column needs a 2, a 7, and a 9. So this is from 2 and 7. And something of interest here is that 1 does not, no, that's not so interesting actually. Here I need 3, 5, and 9, but this is not 5, this is not 3. And this digit here must appear there, so it can only be the 9. Two is in here. 9 could very well be here. And this digit here has to appear somewhere there. It's not 1, so this digit is the same as this, and it's not 7, so this digit is a 2. Oops. Like this. And this is either 9 or this digit, but here we have 9 and 7. And that's interesting because a 7 here would imply a 7 there, which would clash with the 7 in here. So that's never a 7. And this is never a 7, it has to be the 9. And this digit here is none of them in the periphery. So what can it be? 1, 3, 5, 8. It has to be 5 or 8, but it will have to be resolved at the end, I think. In this region, I need 1, 3, and 5, but considering this, that's a 3, that's a 5, that's a 1, 3 and 1. And this 5 doesn't go here, it's here in the column, and that's 8. Here I need 6 and 7, and because there is a 7 here, that's a 6, that's a 7. And this 6 here on the last row goes there. Here I need 4 and 9. So the digits in here are 7, or I should look at this. Yes, this 5 here makes this a 3, and that's a 5, which is consistent with this 5. So now those are 3 and 7. There's a 3 in this column. And this digit here is one of them. It can only be the 7. This digit is one of them. It can only be 8. This is 4, so the rest should be just Sudoku. That's a 4. Here I need 6 and 9, so 6 and 9 here. On this row I need a 4. So this is 5, this is 9, this is 3, this is 9, and this is 5, and this is 6. So very nice puzzle. I'm of the opinion that 46 is a little underrated. I would have put it more in like 55, I think, so something like that, somewhere between 50 and 60. But then difficulty is a very subjective topic. Thanks for watching this video and see you soon on SudoKanard.